This one's sinking. The ground is soft.
Oh.
Yeah, we got some rain. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Goshen Country Living. Shan and I are going today to
Health fairs.
yes,
Separate health fairs.
at Adventist churches. We're gonna go assist, the school students going back to school who need their medicals. So that's what we're on a mission today. But we thought that we needed to speak about what's been happening with us.
A little life update, if you will.
Yes.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
So I guess the first thing is we received several messages from people if we have any produce or anything going on. But to be honest with you, for the last 2.5 months, we haven't had much rain.
Right.
In this part of the island, so therefore the crops are pretty much non-existent. Especially the cash crops, the vegetables and tomatoes and stuff like that. We just started getting some rain maybe the last week and a half. So we're very, very grateful and excited about that. And no matter what, there's nothing like the rainwater, right? So we try to water with what little we have, and it just doesn't do the same for the crop. So nothing like the actual rain that falls. So we are now in the process of restarting a lot of the seeds and suckers. So hopefully in a couple of weeks to months, depending on the crop, we can start having some harvest, and therefore we can start to produce stuff for people.
Yeah.
So the drought is pretty much over. So keep us in your prayers, and hopefully the farm will be revived. We already see life again. Things are getting greener. Things are looking happier and flourishing. So
yes,
just a difficult phase that we were going through.
And what it shows you as well is the quick fixes don't work, because we still were getting our banana.
Right.
We still were able to get a little them small little potato, as we showed the video. We still were able to get plantain, right? We had breadfruit.
Right.
The point is you have to mix it. You have to do your vegetables and stuff, but you also have to do those long-term crops, your yam, your banana, things that your trees, really, your trees that will last. Another thing that happened in our family, so basically it's been a series of trials, which we know worketh patience. So we're not complaining. We're just giving you a life update and saying, if you are going through trials, hey, you're not alone. We are going through them too, And my grandma got ill. I think I showed her on the channel one time when she had her 89th birthday. It was last year, really. She got ill. She got clot in her lungs, and she had to be admitted and all of that. But it was very stressful on the family. We love her, and the fact that your family member is sick, that alone, and then to be going back and forth to the hospital. I would go in the mornings, every morning before I go to work, and then and I don't work at the hospital, by the way, like that. So I work 1.5 hour away from the hospital. Mm-hmm. So I drive 45 minutes to the hospital, then drive 1.5 hour away to go to work. So it was very strenuous for about 3 weeks. And mommy would go in the evenings, and our other family would go in the middle of the day. So she had a steady flow of visitors, but it was a lot on the family, and we couldn't wait for her to come back home, and just be home. But she's much weaker now. She can't move like how she used to before. However, we're so happy to have her back, and she's now mentally back at baseline. So we're grateful for that. And it was just a lot on the family, having an ill family member, the resources it takes. Listen, you see the 8 laws of health? I'm telling you, you cannot go wrong, because health is very expensive. Like when you get ill, it's very expensive. This test, that test, medication, it's just very expensive. And even just to commute and visit a family member every day is rough. So, if we stay healthy,
prevention is better than cure, for sure.
Yeah. If we stay healthy, it's so much better and easier for us.
And many of you guys may have seen we post about it. Is one of our dogs got sick as well. So of course we love our dogs. They're like family.
So another member of our family got sick. Oh, so my word!
It was very stressful when we realized that he wasn't eating and was just acting differently than his usual self. He's the more rambunctious of the two. And we realized that he was sick. And then 2 days after we realized that he's not eating, we'd say, okay, we have to do something about this. So we had to bring him to the vet, and the vet actually went ahead and admit him for a couple of days, and he's doing better now. So we are grateful. Um, and I know that, as Tassia said, everybody's going through their own struggles. We have other things that we are
we're
going through.
definitely not deciding to
we're
share,
not
not gonna
sharing.
share everything, but we're
Right.
like, we're going through it too, you know.
Don't feel alone in your struggles, and also don't
Get discouraged.
right, that's the word. Don't
Don't
get
get
discouraged.
discouraged.
This is a time for you to pray. And I think there's a verse in
The verse that says, if you can't walk with the footmen, how are you gonna run with the horsemen? And when what gonna happen at the swelling of the Jordan? You know, we cannot be discouraged at these times. I'm not saying that you're not gonna be sad. I'm not saying that you're not going to be of a sad countenance necessarily, because we're humans and we're gonna feel what we feel. But be encouraged. You're not alone. Don't give up on the journey. Just keep pressing on. And right now, because we're in the end times, it's going to be one trial after the other after the other. It's not going to get easy. Remember, the great test of the mark of the beast and the son of the law is coming.
Right. And I think that a lot of God's people are going through trials now because it's a testing.
It's a preparation.
Yes. So
are you going to fail these? Mm-hmm. Are you going to endure so that at the last final it's just like when you were going to high school, Sharon. You spoke about it yesterday. When you were going to Glenmuir, he had tri-weeklies. And then you had a big mock exam. And then you had the exam, right?
Prepare you.
So the smaller exams, the smaller trials prepare you for
what you need to work on.
Yes.
For the big exam.
That is it.
Yep. And even the Bible, yesterday the preacher was talking about how, with Daniel and how he, by refusing to eat from the king's table.
Yes.
That first initial test that seems simple or whatever, but he overcame, and that would help him later on in his life when he needed to deal with the lions then, and even the other 3 Hebrew boys when they had to face the fiery furnace is the same thing. So we have to be able to overcome these small tests. And honestly, sometimes you wonder why things are not improving for us is because we're not overcoming. And the Lord is keeping the test there for you, or repeating the test in a different way.
Oh, I never
So we
saw
have to
it like that.
try to see a breakthrough.
And it's like also every rung goes higher and higher.
Mm-hmm.
You notice if you overcome one, the test next time is harder.
Right.
Every rung goes higher and higher. So we have to, just like you leave first form, then second form, then third form, we have to elevate, because that major test is not going to be a joke. Jesus, when he was on this earth, he would go away in the nights and pray to his Father, right? He would have seasons of prayer. It's like he was preparing for Gethsemane. So it wasn't new to him when Gethsemane time came now to go away in the garden by himself.
Right.
All night and pray. This was a habit. So we have to make enduring trials and overcoming a habit now in our lives. Yeah. You wanted to share a verse?
2 Peter 1 verse 5-7. And beside this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to your virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness. And verse 7 says, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity. So it's kind of like a summary of the fruit of the Spirit, essentially.
But it's giving like an order,
right, of how these things.
Because if you notice, love is the first one in the fruit of the Spirit,
and the love is the last one here.
Yeah. And then self-control is the last one in the fruit of the Spirit. When really temperance is kind of ahead in that order. It's one of the first ones. So yeah. We have to understand it's really step by step, and just be encouraged on this journey of life. Everybody has trials. Listen, the other day we heard that a church brother vehicle got stolen at the church that we attend. Now we hear that another one, like it's one thing after the other, and I'm just like, what is happening? It's everybody is having their thing now.
Yeah.
Everybody is having their thing now, and we just must hang on, brothers and sisters. This video is to encourage you while we go through our own stress and trials and tribulations. But we know that we serve a God who sent his son to die for us, and who also, while he sent his son on that journey, he went through trials and tribulations. So be encouraged. Don't be discouraged. But that's what's happening with us. Let us know what you're going through. Let us pray for you. Let us reason together in the comments, and let us uphold each other and on this journey. Yeah,
it's always good to share, because sometimes if you don't talk, you don't know that others are going through it as well, and you can always have support and comfort when you speak to somebody,
Yes.
especially somebody who is understanding and
Of like
of the
faith.
faith,
Yeah.
and they can encourage you to
Yeah.
keep going. So I hope you guys have a blessed day, a blessed week, and keep on the journey.